So we've now moved on to another question here, which is a yes-no, so it's a different type of question again. We've actually incorporated a bit of video here as well. So if I click on that, we're now going to watch this little bit of video, and the question is about that.
How easy is it, though, to download something like that moving picture?
Well, we've actually created this ourselves using a visualizer and recorded it using Windows Movie Maker, but it could be any bit of video that you've taken or downloaded from the internet or taken from a clip art library or anything, and just inserted it. Remember, we're using PowerPoint as the editing tool, so we've got all the functionality that PowerPoint offers us, and so we can insert it straight in and use it in this way. So we've paused it at this point, as you can see, and something is about to happen. We're about to attach wires to this bit of material, and we want to know, is the bulb going to light up at this point?
Now, is there something underneath? Because we've had that bar underneath, the student bar, but there seems to be something underneath. Do you always have to keep that bar on?
No, if I press key number 5 on the teacher handset, that will be taken away and reveal what's underneath. So it's actually telling us how we've actually made this in this case. And then if I press key number 5 again, it brings that back on again, so we can see who's voted. Now, remember, nobody can vote until I press the green button, because I've enabled that to happen. So you're all waiting, I'm sure, with bated breath to answer my question. So once I press green, now you can answer yes or no. So it's green or red button on the handset. Will the bulb light up at this point? There we go. So I can see who's answered again. I can see there's just one handset that we're waiting for, handset number 7, to give me a response, either a yes or a no. There we go.
There we go.
Everybody's responded. And what I can now do then, of course, is press the red button. That stops the responses. And then I've got the choice again of where I go next. Do I want to look at those graphs again? Do I want to play the game? Do I want to reveal the answer? I choose. Or do I just want to go straight to the next question?
Yes, because you could, like you say, just keep, you pick and choose it as you're going and as you're getting the responses, rather than it has a predetermined order.
I'm always in control as a teacher, because I decide what I need to see, or whether the pace of the lesson needs to be moved on, whether you're getting a bit, fed up with that. So let's just move it on a little bit. So let's move straight on to another question at this point. So you can see on this slide, again, we've used many of the facilities that we've got within PowerPoint. So we've got little animation sequences going on that we've built in PowerPoint. Again, we've got something hidden underneath there. It's to do with shape and space and areas and perimeters. And what is the distance from the baseline to the net? So you've got a little bit of working out to do. Got to look at the information that you're presented on the screen. You've got 3 choices.
Very hard.
And then when I'm ready, I'll press the green button. And so is the answer 24 metres, 12 metres or 11 metres? Is it answer A, B or C? So you make a choice there.
I'm not sure.
You can actually program the handset so that you do get instant feedback.
Right.
So you would know straight away. But you can also configure them so that you couldn't change your mind.
Okay.
So you'd know you'd got it wrong, but you couldn't do anything about it. Or you know you got it wrong, and you could change your mind and do something about it. We can do that on that introductory screen that we started with earlier. Everybody's answered. So again, press the red button. Again, let's have a look at the graph. So we've got 3 people who said answer C, 5 people that said answer B. We could see who they were if we wish to.
Shall we see? I'm
Shall we see
desperate to
who
find
they
out,
were?
see if I got it right.
Let's bring that back up then. Move forward and see who we've got there. So we've got handsets 1 and 2, and 5 and 6 and 8 said B. And if we come out of there and reveal the answer, the correct answer was actually B.
And moving on to the next question.
So, moving on again.
What number is exactly halfway between 1.1 and 1.2?
Again, purely audio for this one.
Yes, so again, we're using one of the features that we can use in PowerPoint. So PowerPoint allows us to insert an audio file. So if I'm a language teacher and I want to ask you a question in French or Spanish or German, then I can create all my questions, record them as sound files, and then insert them into my PowerPoint slide. So it's more of an oral test rather than a visual reading test. So you've just been read a question there. Again, you've got to respond. It's a numeric response I'm looking for this time. There's no multiple choice. There's no guessing. You've actually got to give me the right answer. You've got to work it out. So again, when I press the green button on the teacher handset, you can now say what you think the answer is.
And obviously all the students can see that it's active by the red square.
That's right, yes. And because this is involving decimal points, remember you've got a decimal point on your handset in the bottom left-hand corner. If it was a fraction I was asking for, you'd use the symbol in the bottom right-hand corner. And if it was a negative number, you'd use the symbol underneath the on button.
Do I need to press send when I've put that number in? Do I press send?
Yes.
Or
Yes,
Right.
you do. In some cases you don't. Like if it's yes or no or true or false, there's obviously only one answer. But in this case, it waits until you've put all your input in, because it doesn't know how many presses you're going to make. And when you're happy that you've put the right answer in, then you press send to send that answer in. So everybody has now responded. So I'll press the red button to stop responses. And this time, let's go straight to the game, shall we? And see who's in the lead.
Funnily enough, it wasn't me. I can imagine something like that, especially if you're trying to involve younger pupils, younger students, that form of animation.
Yeah.
It's quite entertaining, it's fun.
It is fun. Yeah, it's very engaging and motivating for them. And we can see at the moment, because we're going around the world on this particular game, we've got handsets 1 and 2 who have now arrived at the pyramids.
Okay.
So they're actually in the lead at the moment.
I'm still at the Eiffel Tower, but
Right.
I'm sure I'll get a bit further.
And we'll move on to the next question. Now the next question is a sequencing question. So again, we've got all these varieties of different questions that we can ask. So we've got a sequence here. We've got to put things in the right order. So I've numbered the 1, 2, 3, 4, but that's not the order that they should be in. So again, we've got to look at that. We've got to work out what the sequence is going to be, and we're going to put those numbers into the right order.
And again, a bit of PowerPoint fun with the animation, the
Yes.
graphic, the moving graphic, keeping it visual.
That's right. So we've got lots of things going on. I can, you know, however clever I think I am at using PowerPoint, I can build all that in to the PowerPoint animation if I wish to. So press the green button. Everybody can now respond. So we've got to put 2, 1, 3, 4, 3, 4, 2, 1, whatever order you think that set of instructions needs to be. So in a school, for instance, if I was doing instructional writing and I've got a set of instructions, then I can ask my class, what order do these instructions need to be answered in? So
And
I'm gonna
again,
put
it's
this-
a send.
And it's a send because I'm making a numeric response. So everybody's sent them. I can see everybody's responded. Press the red button to stop. And we'll have a quick look at the graph again this time. Whoa, we've got a range of responses here, as you can see, ranging from 1, 2, 3, so somebody didn't miss one out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we've got a whole range. So as a teacher at this point, you see alarm bells are ringing for me now. I'm saying, gosh, you know, we're totally confused here. What's everybody doing? Obviously, I need to go back and have another look at this and talk about this again because, you know, people just haven't got the idea of this at all.
It's such an immediate response. You're not having to wait for coursework or homework to be handed in. It's
No.
something you can actually be, I suppose, building your class as you're doing it, which
Yes.
is quite a novel way of looking at it.
Yes, yeah, indeed. Everybody's involved as you're going along, and it's feeding me as a teacher lots of important information which I'm going to use now, either in today's lesson as to where I go next, or in tomorrow's lesson, you know, having reviewed what we've done today. Do I need to go back over things that we've done today, or can I move on? That's the sort of information it's giving me. I'll take that off. Shall we see who's in the game? Yeah, let's play. So I think we've arrived at the Taj Mahal by the look of it, and handset 1 has shot into the lead. As you
Shot
can
is
see.
the lead.
There we go.
I'm still at the Eiffel Tower.
You're
I
still
like
at the Eiffel
Paris.
Well, they say it's nice at this time of year. And I'm ready to move on again. Again, a different type of question. This time it's a multi-mark, so there is more than one right answer. So again, I'm giving you 4 options, but I'm asking you which 2 are correct. Which 2 of the following are optical devices? So you've got to look at those and say, well, I think these 2 are, and then you're going to put 2 numbers into the handset for me again. So when I press green, everybody understands the question. Right, now you can respond. So put your 2 numbers in, press send because it's a numeric response I'm asking from you. And I can see I'm just waiting for handset 3 to respond now. There we go, everybody's responded. So again, I can press my red button. Let's have a quick look at the graph. Oh, one person said 1, 2, everybody else said 2, 3. Shall we name and shame?
No.
No. Okay, we won't go there. We can have a look at the correct answer, which was 2 and 3. Those are the 2 answers that were the correct.
I'm glad I was never in a class of yours, actually, because I really would have been probably right at the back of the class.
We'll have a look who's in the lead. The handset was handset 1. I think we've arrived at China. There we are. And it's handset 1 again, who's still in the lead. Right. Okay.